You ready to do this?
I think so.
Hey guys, welcome to Homestead Happenings.
Hi guys.
This is not one we wanted to film.
No, but we know we needed to do an update, so here goes.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to show you guys the ins and outs and the goods and the bads of our life here on the homestead and trying to become homesteaders. And we try and keep you guys informed of everything that's going on. So most of you are aware our dog Bailey had an injury, and he tore ACL, and we were kind of hoping that that would heal itself up. The veterinarian had the same suspicion that would happen. That's right, hopes that would happen, but it didn't turn out that way, and he suffered from more complications from that.
Yeah.
And about a month ago, the decision was made. He was getting too far gone to not let him suffer any longer, and we put him down. And that left us with Rocco, Rocco Lapone, named after the Godfather.
Yeah, we've had him since he was like 6 weeks old.
I remember holding him in my hand the day that he was born.
Yeah.
And he is the son of Luca Brasi, my dog.
I can do this.
You'll be okay, baby. He was the son of my dog, who I had for 16 years. So we've had that bloodline in our family for a very, very long time. But last week, I came home from the road, and we noticed his belly was a little bit bloated, and he hadn't done a bowel movement that day.
Yeah, he wasn't eating. Well, it was since
The day before.
Thursday
Yeah.
that he wasn't really eating.
Yeah. So we kind of thought he may have had constipation or something like that.
Or got into something.
Or got into something, and it was irritating his gut. So that was on a Saturday. The vet's not open. The vet's not open on Sunday. And we gave him yogurt. We gave him pumpkin puree
to help to see if that would
loosen him up and
move
give
things
him
around in there. And
move things around in there. And we watched him all day Sunday and all day Monday, but he still hadn't eaten or done a bowel movement. Now, other than that, he was pretty much his own self. I mean, he was laying around a little bit more because obviously he was not comfortable.
Yeah, we thought he was just sluggish.
Sluggish. It wasn't like he was like lethargic and sleeping all the time. And he was coming out to be with us. In fact, I was working on my truck on Monday, all day Monday, and he would come over when I was laying under the truck and lay right next to me and be with me. So
yeah, he was out that week with me, working and doing the garden stuff. And
so we were not suspicious of a major problem.
No.
But come Tuesday morning, I had to leave for work Monday night. Tuesday morning, I got up, called you, and
he hadn't really changed. He was still moving around, but he hadn't moved his bowels yet, and his stomach was getting really hard.
Yeah. So that was what, 7:15 in the morning?
Yeah, it was super early.
So we said, don't wait any longer. Let's call the vet. Let's bring him to the vet. And that's what you did. You brought him to the vet.
Yeah, I brought him to the vet. Long story short, he was not very happy about getting in my car, not happy to get out of my car.
No.
They had to actually sedate him in my car and carry him into the vet.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I loved about this dog
he definitely
is he had a personality.
He did, and he had his own mind.
And he
wasn't doing anything you wanted him to do.
No, he definitely was cantankerous, to say the least. And I kind of like that about the dog. Kind of reminded me of my younger self, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, everything will be fine.
He was strong-willed and
don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I'll tear you up. Yeah. So you got him into the vet.
So finally, when they got him into the vet, it was probably like a half an hour. They did x-rays, they did an ultrasound, they did blood work. When they finally called me back, I was actually walking back into the office. So he brought me back and showed me the x-rays, and basically his whole heart was enlarged and filled with fluid. His stomach was filled with fluid. He was in the end stages of heart failure.
Yeah, not good. So he was still under sedation.
He was at that point.
So Missy came out. Missy came out to tell me, call me and let me know what was going on.
Yeah.
And the prognosis from the vet was, there was no prognosis. Like, this was non-surgical, treatable.
No, there wasn't.
Fatal injury.
Really, well, it wasn't injury, it was disease.
Well, disease, yeah.
And there was nothing that the vet could do.
Yeah.
He did give me the option of actually taking him home and letting him go here, but I knew that wasn't really an option, because that would have been tougher on me.
No, and that's not an option that we would have considered.
I didn't want him to suffer here either.
No, and she called me and she told me what was going on. And I mean, I love the dog dearly. I truly do, guys. Don't get me wrong. My first response was, go in there, tell them don't let him come out of sedation.
But we did. We let him come out.
A little bit,
so that I could see him again and he knew I was there.
Yeah.
And
then resedated him.
Well, I sat with him for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Petting him and talking to him.
Yeah.
And
letting him know that you were there for him. And then that was it. We had him resedated, and his suffering was taken away. And I know that was really hard for you to do on your own. I think that it was the right call, not to make him come back here and mope around here and pass in that fashion. I think because he was going to pass anyway, and better to just put him back to sleep and not let him suffer any longer.
No, it was the best thing that we did for the dog.
Yes.
It was just so little time.
Yeah, we just put Bailey down a month ago.
Yeah.
And guys, this is the first time in me and Missy's entire life together, almost 25 years, that we don't have a dog in the house. And it's over 30 years since I didn't have a dog in my house. We've always had dogs.
We did too. There was just a period of time in between, where me and the girls didn't really have a dog for a while.
Yeah.
But we always were around dogs. We always had our family that had dogs, and I don't know. Dogs are a big part of our life.
It is a big part of our life.
They're very comforting to have around.
And they are
companion.
loyal.
And Rocco was very loyal.
He was extremely loyal to us. He never let us out of his sight.
No, even when we used to go for walks.
Yeah, he wouldn't
would
stray.
run ahead with Bailey, but he would always stop and look back to make sure we were there.
Yeah.
Like, he never went very far.
No, he didn't.
The first time that he ever took off on us here was so surprising because he never ventured that far.
No, and we figured he got on an animal, so.
Yeah, we figured that he was chasing a deer and just got lost somewhere.
Yeah.
And, I mean, thank God he made it back, but.
Yeah. So, Missy got a chance to be with him.
I did. I got to sit with him for quite a while.
And you had the week to grieve and to come to terms with it. And it's not...
It's still really hard.
It is still really hard. And this is not a tit for tat or who suffered the more.
No.
But I got home yesterday.
No, I know.
Since this happened, and I am really suffering now these last 2 days because, guys, I'm pulling 80,000-pound truck 70 miles an hour down the highway. I need to be laser focused on what I'm doing, and I can't be daydreaming about my lost dog and grieving over the lost dog. So for the 4 days between when it happened and I got home, I literally had to force myself, anytime I thought about him, to take that out of my head because it's just too dangerous when you're driving a truck.
You know, and I thought of that while he was gone too. Like, I actually got to spend time with him and say goodbye.
That's right.
And he didn't.
And I didn't, and I have been there for every one of our dogs when this time came, and was able to, I'm gonna have a hard time now, was able to hold them and lean down and tell them how much they meant to me and how important they were, and just convey the things that you convey to someone who you love when they're going away. It's just, and I didn't get to do that.
And our dogs were definitely family members. They weren't just pets that were around our farm.
No, these were not livestock guardian dogs. These were members of our family. So, yeah, it has been a rough weekend. It has been a really rough week.
You know, I said it many times, and as I was talking to other people too, this week it just feels very defeating.
Yeah.
And heartbreaking.
It's devastating. It's really devastating is what it is. I mean, there's no other word for it. Life is cruel, and life's got cruel jokes, and I mean, 2 dogs in a month? 2 dogs in a month. Like, what is that all about? Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying really, really hard to stay positive and stay upbeat, but really,
it is hard.
I just want to be angry. I just want to be angry, and I have no one to be angry at.
I mean, it was hard enough. I mean, I know our rabbits are meat rabbits, and it was hard enough to lose a meat rabbit, but
yes, but our
I
rabbits don't. Yeah,
the whole circle in the process of the things that we have on our farm
that we raise for meat.
Yes.
That's not an animal that we have in our house.
It's not the same, and I know that most of you who have pets out there will understand.
Yeah. Like, Rocco slept at the foot of our bed every single night of his life for his entire life. And got up with us every morning.
Not even just at the foot of the bed. Like, it wasn't on the bed, it was on the floor, but he would, like, squeeze in between the wall and our bed.
Yeah, so that if we got up,
be on one side of us.
Yeah, and so if we got up, he would know that we got up.
Yeah. Like, he was there.
He was always there. And I'm so defeated by everything. I can't even put into words how miserable I feel right now. But I have to be here for Missy. I have to be here for the homestead.
And I did. It was really hard, like, trying to move on from having to put Bailey down, but this just kind of knocked you right back down again.
It did. And it was kind of weird, guys, because I've been home for 2 days now, and even this morning, I got up and was looking around the camper for the dog, and I'm like, where's the dog? And why isn't the dog? Did this dog outside? Like, when I get up from eating dinner, he's usually laying at my feet, and I would look down to make sure that I didn't step on him. Like, it's not sunk in that the dog's not here yet. It's really, I don't know what to say. I don't know what we could do differently. I'm sure at some point it's going to feel better. But guys, we're not getting a dog. But it's going to be a little while.
It's going to be a long while
before we introduce another dog into our family. But I don't see our lives moving forward without another dog or two in our family.
No, we'll know.
We'll know when the time's right. Usually, we just see that puppy and we're like, okay, it's time.
We'll know.
So.
But it'll be a while.
It will be a little while. We can't bring a puppy up in the camper. You see the platform behind us? We need the house built before we bring another dog onto the property.
Yep.
So, we just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know, because we try and keep things real here and keep you guys as informed as we can.
And because it was very emotional to have to put Bailey's tribute together.
Yes.
We love Rocco just the same.
Yes.
I don't think that we'll be able to go
I
through
can't do it. I can't do it.
No.
I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
Like, we'll make sure that we insert some photos and stuff.
Yeah. But when you edit a video, you watch that video a couple dozen times to get everything right. And
I still can't even watch the tribute video without crying.
No, and I had to put that together, and it was I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I really did. I can't do that again, guys. I'm sorry.
It's just too soon.
It's too soon for that. But you will always see them in our intro. And thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking by us. Thanks for coming along. We'll have another video out. Couple days. We'll have another video out a couple days. Another Homestead Happenings. We'll let you know what else we've got going on around here.
Yeah, we're still moving on.
We are. And the house build, guys, the house build starts in 2 weeks. So I hope you'll come back and join us for that. That's going to be good times.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for all your support.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.